Hey there, again. I have a plan today. It's a weird plan, but that's okay. You're used to that. I'm outside. My camera will heat up if I don't move quickly. I have a rotating turntable, which I seldom use. I have a new reservoir, which I'm hoping I can actually dump some paint out of one side and draw around. But at the same time, I have the turntable effect, which I haven't tried yet, and you'll be the first to see. And I'm going to do something I don't usually do and start with white, because I would like to have enough paint. And I'm going to make a reservoir of colors that I'm just going to dump out, and if we got stuff left after, I'll figure out what to do with that then. In the meantime, I'm just going to use the nicest colors I can find together, hopefully, and make them into something that we want to pour out. I didn't remember my blaster, so blaster, silicone. I'm going to take this over here and give it a little squirt. There we go, little squirt, just one. I am pretty sure that the rest of these colors will bury that. I didn't put any yellow in last time, and I kind of like the contrast of the yellow. I know orange is overpowering, but it makes everything pop. I'm a little nervous about that white in there. I always love this blue. I don't know if I'm liking this so far, but I'll give myself the benefit of the I'll give myself the benefit of the doubt for now. I've got a gallery wrapped 2-inch side canvas, and I think I left my red. Where did I leave my red? Oh, that's not good. That's not what I wanted to do at all. I brought it! Yay! Oh, cool. I thought I left it inside. I gotta drag all my stuff in and out every time I want to do something. I'm gonna use my favorite color, coming up pretty quick. I'm not liking the way this looks very much. Ooh, interesting angle. Very much at all yet. But my experience tells me that means pretty much nothing. Nothing at all. What else? What else do I see? I want my pink. I want my beautiful pink. Yes, that's what I wanted. And I wonder if I brought my pearl out. The pearl, yes, I have the pearl. Helps with the contrast. And the only thing I have left that I would like to use are a couple of blues. I'm gonna squeeze those down in there. And I don't know where my little butter dish went, so I guess we're not using that today. But I can always squeeze more colors back in as I see fit. I guess I lied about being done. I lie a lot, especially when it comes to myself and painting. Oh no, I'll do that later. Yeah, okay. Similar. Floetrol. I don't know. I don't know me. It's my husband talking. No, that was not my intention, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to deal with it. That, as you can see, was a bit more Floetrol than anybody needs in any one place. But I think we have a nice reservoir. I may have to fill in after with some white, or I may just let this go everywhere and have done with it. I've got a straw standing by. I'm going to move my bottles out of the way because I'm just smart enough to figure that out once in a while, to move them out of the way. Throw some of that in there. I like the contrast of that dark green. I do. And by the same token, I like that light turquoise. I don't know if the colors look the same for you as they do to me, because I've looked at my videos and sometimes they just don't. Alright, we've got a timer set. I've got glasses on my head. I've got a spatula standing by whether I need it or not. I have a wet rag in a bucket. Now I have a wet rag standing by. I have edge catchers, although that one's covered in sand. I think one of the other ones will have to do. Cross your fingers for me. Oh boy. So I'm gonna, I don't know why I'd wind that up. I'm gonna just ultimate ribbon pour. I want more of that red. Definitely. More red. Where'd you hide it? Okay. Get that right in there. And a Floetrol booger stopped me. And more black. More black. Just because I follow my instincts. And I like the way that turntable works. And I'm not minding the way this interesting contraption I've brought into our experience is working either, especially since I'm liking the way the cells look like they're just coming out of there really nicely. I'm going to let that pour some more right down over the side probably. The only reason I can't stay out here today is because my camera will overheat. So there's a good reason for that limited amount of time. I see you. I want that pink over there. Wish I'd left the top off that. Now, I don't know if I should have done that or not, but since my habit is to use an edge catcher to squeeze things over, and my other habit is to use my spatula, see, rainbow colors. What a surprise. Okay, where was I? Yeah, I was right there. And I'm thinking, like I'm always thinking, that I hate to waste paint, and I will remove whatever I can with a spatula whenever I can. So this is that. Because ribbon pours are getting more and more elaborate lately, it doesn't bother me to think about putting some interesting things some places. I really like that down there. I think some of this calls for some white. And I'm going to try an edge catcher. I don't know if it's on the right side or not, so I'm just going to turn that around. I tried to use some bottle caps today, see what's happening. I don't think I'm going to get a whole lot of white space left in this, to tell you the truth. But I am going to try and completely cover that edge. And that's okay with me. That's the plan. I think I'll just get those right out of here. I still want some more red. And I'm thinking we are going to wind up covering most of this. I don't know if I can. I don't think I can keep any of that white space down there unless I stop now. I'd really like to just play, see what happens. And I move some white away from that edge. A little in there. Why not? We do what we do because we can. I want a longer edge catcher. Fortunately, I have a few of those kicking around. And I think my plan is to let things run a different way. Yeah? Okay, I wanted more paint down there, so I'm going to let it go. Whoop, way go. But you can see that that will work. I just don't know if the rest of this is going to work. Oh, wow. We got some interesting stuff going on. Not all of which I want to see gone. But on the same principle as a dip, things will work themselves out. The only thing I can think of moving forward with this is to add some white after if I want white. Okay, I need that paint on the edge, so I'm going to let a good dollop of it go down. Now, I have a little bit of white left. Not as much as I'd like, but I also have some gorgeous paint colors right on my edge catcher, which I can then scrape right off if I so choose, and I do. And add things generally going on up here. I don't know if I can save this into something else I want, But you've seen me do it before, so let's hope I can do it again. And although those are a little bit green, they're not really muddy, they're just green. And that's okay with me. I'm going to use my fingers. The sides are looking kind of neat. I'm really tempted to do a couple other weird things, like scrape some paint right off some areas and see what I can do. I've been dying to try this, honestly. But where I want to do it is another question. So, where do I want to do that? Everything looks so neat. I don't really want to mess with it. That yellow's pretty intense. Let's take some of that and put it over here. Take some of that, put it over there. I really like having a little canvas to hang on to. This is definitely not that. Now if I let all that tip down this way, we'll get a different kind of pattern. Okay, where did I just scoop? Oh look, it filled itself in already. We got plenty of paint on there. I'm going to hide the mark across because I didn't care for that. I'm just going to play for a while. Forgive me if I don't, if I'm not as chatty as usual. We'll see how that works. You don't usually have much problem with that. Take that right down there. Fill that in. Yep, just gonna fill it in. What I wanted to do really was to, you know, scrape some paint right out of an area and throw some white in there. I think what I'm going to do instead is just play and continue to play. We got 7 minutes left. We've got a pretty intense and interesting pattern going on. And I don't see anything wrong with it particularly. I'm not even bothered by those little white areas particularly. Except for, I want some more of that right there. Yep, that makes me happy. Let's just keep that theme right going. I'll use some of that on the edges. Now, we haven't torched, and I am a little short on time right now. And it's time to maybe bring those bottle caps back, because I'm sticking. I don't know how fast I can do this, but I'm willing to give it a shot. So hang with me. 3 and 4. I did not put much silicone in there, I gotta tell you what. Really, really, really did not. I'm just going to continue to add a little color on my sides where I want it, and anywhere else I want it. And we really could go ahead and use the tubing, but I don't think that it's that important right now. This is a pretty extreme piece. I know I could dump it further. I'm still thinking I might. Definitely in the psychedelic range. There are a few things I'm not overly fond of. There's a color I want, but I'm not sure where it is. But overall, it's pretty cool. You gotta admit, it's pretty cool. It's not really what I thought I was gonna do, but that's okay. Got all kinds of neat stuff going on. And once you're gone, I'll fill in my white spaces. I'll show you how I do that right now if you want to see. Well, that one's already almost full. That's actually white paint there. So I don't have to do anything with that. I'm going to just use my finger over there right now. And I'm going to go around my edge there and let that fall down over. I need a fingerful here, but not much more. Nothing serious going on here yet. I'm not smearing any other colors around. I guess that's practice. I'm going to use my little bamboo skewer and just touch things up, including putting a little bit on the end and letting it drip right into that space that I don't know why I'm trying to keep, but I like. So, I'm not going to worry about that or that. That's done. That's done. So, short of adding more after, white I mean, and like big gummy negative space areas, to do what I started planning on doing. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm going to have a really hard time convincing myself to go over the colors. I mean, this is like an intense paisley. Holy cow. Really and truly. Now, I don't run my finger with the paint on it right into the other paint, but I push it right up next to it so it touches it without my finger touching it. And that way, ooh, we got a lot there. A lot more than I thought. Be good if I wore my glasses sometimes when I think I should. Not only that, I kind of like some of the black around here, and I'm thinking if I can get it to come out in a thin enough stream, I'd like some right there, because that'll lead the eye around. I might do that up there too. Since we got 3 minutes left, you're my prisoner. I'm so weird. Anyway, I have an entire space down here with nothing on it, but I don't think that that really matters, because I can probably pick up some stuff from elsewhere if I so desire. Everything else is pretty well on its way to being covered like it should. I'm not sure why I left those white spaces, but kind of need some white spaces in my opinion, so that's the thing to do for me. And if I change my mind, white spaces are easy enough to get rid of, so there's always tomorrow, right? Wow, that's intense. Okay, maybe not my absolute favorite set of colors, but the pattern is just magnificent. Really and truly, loving that pattern. Any extra paint I've got is just going to go right over on some of the spots on the side. This is a wow. That's going in the bucket. We're almost done. I think we're done. I think I want some cohesiveness, and I'll get that by leading the black around the edge of some of these white spots. I was assuming I had filled that, but I was mistaken. But that's okay. I'll do that right now, very methodically and carefully. Same thing, right? Anyway, so no matter what happens in there, including that little spiral, I'm going to do that a bunch of places. I like that idea. Yep, there's my signature. I'm liking that. Every once in a while I just gotta do some weird spirally stuff, because it makes me happy. I highly recommend it, by the way. Happiness. Take it where you can find it. I want some of that paint over here. And that timer is going to go off in a minute. But I am calling it done. It is what it is. It's one of those moments. You know I'm probably going to add a few more spirals, but that's because I can. And if I had some runoff, I'd put it in that blank space. So I guess I'm just going to squeeze some of my favorite color over there. And take up some of this color that's still on the spatula. Hey, that worked. Some of the color that was on the spatula filled in the spaces and made it look like the rest of everything. Ooh, and it selled up too. I can't even show you that, or everything will tip. Okay, what do I not like about this pattern? I don't think there are that many things, but I like to throw a little flourish in here and there. I'm not sure about yellow, but at least it's not overwhelming. That is one intense pattern, I gotta tell you what. Okay, I'm gonna see what you can see, and I'm pretty sure you can see more clearly today because I actually cleaned my camera lens. There you go, there's the timer. Okay. You say, if you're not gone already, you will be in a moment. So goodbye for me. See you again soon. Bye for now.